Hey, it's Pokechan here with another Beginner's For Honor guide for the Nobushi class this time. Just with all of these guides, we start off by looking off the move list. This is again one of the most important things you can do just to make sure that you're playing the class that matches your playstyle. If you find yourself picking a class like the Conqueror, which is a slow tanky style, and you just run and gun trying to swing as fast as possible, you're going to end up losing a lot of matches. So by making sure that you have picked the class that matches your playstyle is extremely important. Now once you're on the screen and you're looking on the right side, it essentially lets you see what the different buttons do and your options once you're in game. The very first thing you can do to help yourself is understand the basics and just know, hey, if I hit square R1, then something's gonna happen. So it gives you opportunity to start trying to use those things in match. But for now, the most important thing that we're going to do is talk about the very beginning Art of Battle system, which is essentially just a reflex tester. The better your reflexes are, the more likely you are to win matches, assuming you're not just super aggressive, constantly attacking the whole time and not really thinking. Now as you see here, the Nobushi likes to stay back far away. Now this was my very first match ever playing this character, so I've kind of learned a lot more since then. But the main strategy is keep your distance, make sure you're blocking when you can, and try to just poke some damage through. You know, if you get two quick attacks in a row, that second quick attack, if it connects, a third one connects as well, which does damage over time. So you get that damage over time, you kind of like take a step back, let that tick off a couple clicks, then you go back in to poke some more. But that's kind of a little bit more specific than I normally go into with these first videos. It's really all about that understanding the art of battle and being disciplined with that. If whenever you see a red flash, whether it's an attack coming from a specific direction or your opponent's trying to guard break, in theory, if you have perfect reflexes, you should be able to block all those attacks and then just get in some occasional attacks of your own and you should start winning matches. So right there, that was a parry. That's more advanced. We'll go into that in some of the future videos. But right now, I'm just we're both out of stamina. So even though I shouldn't be attacking here, I was just trying to get some damage in because he's kind of going very aggressive on me. But once I start blocking in all the right directions, it slowly starts opening him up to get more easy attacks in. Now he's a little further away, he's trying to figure out what he wants to do, and all of a sudden his life is really low. He has that damage over time ticker going, so I'm just going to try to be disciplined and block all those attacks. Now, as you saw, like I did get the blocks off, but they were a little slow, and with this Nobushi character, because they're so light and frail, they still had a pretty big stagger effect on them even when they blocked. But as you see, as long as you continue blocking, you'll eventually force your opponent when you're beginning. If you're fighting an advanced opponent, they'll be able to stay patient. But for these first couple matches, you're going to be partnered up with someone who's very similar skill level than you. So if you're continuously blocking correctly and stopping them from guard breaking, they're very likely to get flustered and probably get a little bit too aggressive, in which case you can take advantage out with your disciplined style. Okay, so this next match is already 1-1, so this guy's actually not bad, but this was my first match with this character, so again, as you saw there, the first attack hit me, but the second attack I was able to block. It's okay if you get hit. Nobody's perfect, especially in the middle of battle with you're trying to get attacks in as well, trying to move around, trying to figure out what you're going to do. If you can at least block some of the attacks, that's less damage that's coming in on you, and that's ultimately where you start. You might even lose the first couple matches over and over again because you're just not getting the reflexes there, but with enough practice you'll just notice, oh man, I'm able to block these more consistently now, and then you'll say, oh, if I do this here, I can follow up with this attack, and all that stuff comes with practice and time, but it all starts off with making sure you're disciplined with the Art of Battle system itself, and not just wildly attacking, doing whatever you want, and then complaining and saying the game's stupid when none of your attacks go through, when you're fading maybe a berserker or a peacekeeper who have really fast attacks, and they're up in your face, and they're just murdering you with light attacks because they see that you're not bothering to block, and that's really never good. So you just want to make sure you take the time to understand the system, block correctly, and just get a feel for it, and then find where your openings are. Right there, he was out of stamina, and he got blocked, so he ended up falling on the ground, because I think I parried him there. So, this video is about to be done. Make sure you stick around for some more advanced videos for Nobushi and for all the other characters. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.